How's it going, you guys? It's Scott with Everyday Home Repairs, and today I want to show you how to install my favorite smart lock that is on the market. Now this is also going to be a little bit of a review because I'm installing it on a property that we're starting to do a rehab on, but I've already used the same exact project on an Airbnb I have for over 9 months. So I have quite a bit of experience. I've used it for a long time, so I can let you know some of the goods and bads. How long does the battery last? Because this is powered by battery, so that's one big metric that we'll go over. Does it ever fail? Is there ever issues? Or what are some of the features that come in really handy? What we'll be installing is the August 4th generation. So the smart lock is actually right here. Now this is a combo pack and it comes with also the keypad. Now I prefer to have the smart lock and keypad, but you don't have to get that combo. Smart lock alone is about $220. You can look down in the description of this video, right below the video, and you'll see our Amazon affiliate link for the smart lock. About $220 on Amazon, a little pricey, but I do think it's worth it. You kind of get what you pay for on some of these products. One thing to note right away is look at your door and make sure you have a separated deadbolt, an independent deadbolt, because the August door lock will need that to be mounted correctly and to function correctly. So if you have an older door or just an older setup where you do not have that, or it's a little non-traditional setup, the August is probably not going to work with you. So just a good note right off the bat. I'm also going to install it on this door, super beat up. Like I said, we're just starting this project, but it has about a half door window, which gives you that trim piece that comes pretty darn close to the deadbolt. So we'll see if August, the company, took that into consideration on their design, and how are the clearances. Because if you have a solid front door or just a small window, obviously you're not going to have nearly the restrictions that I do on this one. Installation is quick with the August door lock, and let's jump right into it to show you how easy it is. Now, if you haven't already, you do need to download the August app. That's going to have instructions, but it's also going to be the app where you're going to communicate with your door lock. And then first things first, I'm going to take the tape, open up the door, and I'm actually going to place the tape on the outside to hold the deadbolt in, because if you don't do that, when we remove these screws, it will just fall out the other side. All you really need is a screwdriver, Phillips head, for this project. I'm going to use an impact driver, but one thing to note, this impact driver you can dial down in terms of speed and the amount of torque it'll apply. So I'm actually only on 2 of 4 for the settings. So you'll back out the 2 screws. 1. There's your second one, and then you'll remove this side of the lock. So then you'll take your mounting plate, and the screws will go through these 2 holes here, and they do have some flexibility to adapt to different door locks. So we'll start the first one there. So that is what the mounting plate will look like. You want to make sure it's kind of centered up because there is some flexibility. So just take your time, center everything up, and then you get your mounting plate installed. Now here is where those adapters come to play, like we talked about. They give you some flexibility because door locks can be a little bit different. What you want to make sure is your door is in the unlocked position. So the rod here is flat and angled for me. So if you look at the guide that comes with the app, that means I need yellow, and I'm gonna insert the longer cylinder in first. And then it gives you the teeth on the outside, and that's what the door lock actually rotates to lock and unlock the door. So now we're ready to actually mount the door lock. So what you'll do first is we wanna make sure it's on. So take the little plastic slip out. So now you're on. Replace your cover. Now we got the cover on, and then take the mounting wings and put them out to the side. So now we can mount the door lock. And again, I have a tight fit here with the trim piece, but it looks like we're going to be okay. And then push those wings in to securely mount the August smart door lock onto that mounting bracket. Now the last part of the install, I'm actually going to install, this is the cover, and here's the door position sensor. That senses when the door is closed. To install that, all you do is you take the piece of tape, you put it on the back side here. Then because it's two-sided, you peel off. And what you want to do is mount within 1.5 inches of the edge and flush with the bottom in a vertical position. So it's just going to be right on your door trim piece. And there are 2 mounting screws, which you need to be careful, and these are very small, so you'll hand tighten these. And then you'll just place the cover over the door position sensor. So the installation is complete. Overall, super easy install. Shouldn't be too many bumps in the road, but if you have any issues, you can jump down in the comments and let me know, and I'll try to jump in and help you out. From the app, now you will have some steps to connect to the door lock, probably update to the latest firmware, go through some calibration steps, and just finish off the overall setup. So now your phone's app is connected to your smart lock. So let me give you a few thoughts on my 9 months using this at one of the Airbnbs we own. Overall, I'm very happy. One of the main questions I know people have is this is battery powered, right? The lock's battery powered, and if you get the keypad, it's also battery powered. So how long does that last? From my experience, it lasts about 3 months. Now the latest generation of the August smart lock has the 1, 2, 3 size batteries. Little tip, do not buy those in 2-packs, do not buy those at Walgreens, CVS. You want to go to Sam's or Costco or order them online, where you'll see a link in the description where you can get them in bulk, because that's going to be much cheaper for you in the long run. If you buy them by themselves, it can be 20 bucks just to change the battery. It's kind of crazy. So make sure you're buying in bulk so you have a bunch of extras and changing those out proactively every 3 months. Now I want to talk about a few of the issues that might happen during install. Now if you can't get your calibration to complete, you might have used the wrong insert, the wrong color insert. Make sure that you had the lock in the unlock position, and then you match the overall positioning and type that you had to get the right colored insert. So just double check that part. And then probably the most common issue. If you open your door and then you just close it naturally, so it's in the closed state, and try to manually lock it. Does the deadbolt actually completely lock, or does it hit the strike plate? This one actually hits the strike plate. The other one that it installed also hit the strike plate. In that case, your door lock is going to try to lock, and it's just going to hit that piece of metal, and it's not going to lock. It's going to actually have an error. So what you need to do is you're going to need to adjust your strike plate so that deadbolt can easily fully lock without any issues. You have to have a free moving deadbolt for this to work properly. Many people kind of push on their door to lock it. Okay, it can lock now. Well, the smart lock is not going to be able to do that. If you need some guidance, I actually have a separate video on that. It walks you through how to see where the actual interference is and then how to remove that. So the link is right there, and you can jump into it, and that's going to walk you through and get you up and running. Overall, after taxes and everything, with the keypad and smart lock, I'm about $300 into that, but for me, it's value add. It saves me trips to rehab project, saves me trips to my Airbnb. The smart lock actually integrates into my Airbnb. When a guest books with us, it kicks them off an automatic code. I don't have to do anything, and their code is only valid during their stay. So it's super handy. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know questions you have. Have you used this before? Have you had good luck, bad luck, or maybe you have a different one that you like? All those comments are more than welcome, and I love hearing from you guys. Now, if you haven't already, and if it isn't too much to ask, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, as we have multiple videos coming out per week to help you with repairs and improvements around the house. And we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.